All right, the last lift we're going to do for our lower body are called hamstring curls using the stability ball. So go ahead and you're going to lay down on your back, putting your heels up on the center of the stability ball, arms out, palms down, using your hands and arms for stability. You're going to bring your hips up high off the ground so that you're only on your upper back. Then you're going to pull and roll your heels on the ball, pulling them towards your butt. You're going to squeeze it for a 10-second count and then let it back out. Then you're going to bring it back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way down to 1 and let it back out. Now, for these hamstring curls, we are going to do 2 sets of 5 10-second holds. So every time you roll your heels back towards your butt, you're going to hold it and squeeze for a 10-second count. Now, to make these easier, just decrease the amount of time that you hold at the top. And if you want to make these harder, you're going to increase the hold time at the top. Now, again, that's going to be 2 sets of 5 10-second holds. All right, the first lift we're going to do for our core are called oblique leg swings. Now, you don't need anything to do this lift. We're going to do them down on the floor. You're going to lay down so your back is on the floor, extending your legs out, and you're going to put your hands out wide, your arms out wide for stability. You're going to bring both legs up, and once you get them up, you're going to swing back and forth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to continue until you get to 15. Now we're going to go 3 sets of 15 reps. Now when you're swinging your legs, you have your arms out wide. Don't swing your feet any farther than when you get to your elbow on each side. So keep in between both elbows as you're swinging your legs. Now again, that's going to be 3 sets of 15 repetitions. Now to make these easier, swing a little bit slower as you go back and forth. And if you want to make these harder, stay very tight through your abs and core and swing as fast as you can, but keep it under control. Now again, that's going to be 3 sets of 15 repetitions. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our core are called leg lifts. Now to do these, you don't need anything once again. So go ahead and lay down on your back, and you're going to put your hands just slightly outside of your hips, and you're going to start with your feet at 6 inches. All you're going to do is point your toes. You're going to bring it up to a 45-degree angle and back down to 6 inches off the ground. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to continue to go until we get to 20 repetitions. So we're going to go 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Now to make these easier, when you're going, just make sure you decrease the amount of reps. Just go as far as you possibly can until your abs can't take anymore, and then rest and then go into your second set. Now to make these harder, hold it for a 5-second count every time you go up to 45. So once you get them up to a 45-degree, hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bring it back down to 6. Bring it back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to hold it for a 5-second count at the top every time you get to 45 degrees. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 20 repetitions. All right, the next lift we're going to do for our core is called 1-point balance, because literally we're going to be balancing on 1 point. Now we're going to do 2 sets of 1 minute. Now what you want to do is get on your butt so it's at the center. You want to lean back and get yourself balanced. Now you can do anything you want to do while you're up here. The main thing is you don't want your feet or hands touching the ground. You want to hold it up here for 1 minute. Keep it at 1 minute. If you want to do any kind of moves, you can do whatever you want to do as long as your feet don't come down. Now, if you want to make these harder, what you can do is while you're up balanced, you can bring your feet out and back in. The whole time you're staying for 1 minute. Now, if you want to make these easier, what you do is just decrease your hold time and just do 2 sets of 30 seconds or 2 sets of 45 seconds and just work your way up until you can get to a hold of 1 minute long. Again, we're going to do 2 sets of a 1 minute hold. All right, the last lift we're going to do for our core are called Russian twists. Now, just like the last lift, you're going to get yourself balanced on that 1 point balance. You're going to put your hands behind your head. Now, you're going to alternate and go knee, right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee. And you're going to alternate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to continue to go until you get to 25 repetitions. Now we're going to do 2 sets of 25 repetitions. Now these, to make them easier, you can decrease the amount of repetitions that you do. And to make them harder, just increase the amount of repetitions that you do. Now again, that's going to be 2 sets of 25 repetitions.